In the upcoming expansion of World of Warcraft, The War Within, Delves are a new feature that will provide players with exciting endgame content and rewards. This guide aims to provide a detailed overview of Delves, including gameplay features, accessibility, integration with War Within, difficulty tiers, rewards, and locations. Let's go. We start with the gameplay and features. Delves can be completed solo or in groups of 5 players. With cross-faction grouping enabled, players will always be accompanied by an NPC companion with customizable abilities to support them during the delve. The NPC in Season 1 is Bran Bronzebeard, which means that we'll most likely see the other characters from the League of Explorers in coming seasons. You'll find a delve on the War Within map that has a delve icon. Once you come close to the entrance of a delve, you will see a pop-up UI that gives you information about the delve, which we'll go through in more detail later. Delves are seamlessly integrated into the open world of Warcraft, offering players a new way to experience endgame content without the need to enter instance dungeons. Inside the delves, players will encounter different types of environments and mobs based on where the delve is located in the 4 zones of World Within. Delves in the land of Khazalgar will have mobs that you have seen in that zone. Delves in Ringing Deeps will have mobs that you have seen in that zone, also in the environment. Delves in Hollowfall will have environment and mobs that you have seen in that zone. And Delves in Azkahet will have environment and mobs that you have seen in that zone. You will encounter rare mobs, treasure chests that grant special powers, and even urban mining nodes. The special powers are similar to what you have seen in Torghast in Shadowlands or Cobalt Assembly in Dragonflight. In Delves, you get a power that is not class or specs related. Instead, it gives haste, or lightning bolt comes out from you and does AoE, or defensive shield, and so on. These last for 1 minute. You can also get mobility abilities that last for an entire delve run, for example double jump. Additionally, there will be specific objectives and puzzles that players need to complete to earn rewards. Delves will feature a variety of rewards including mounts, achievements, pets, and gear, equivalent to that obtained from raids and mythic dungeons. A delve run takes around 10 minutes to complete, but longer when you do higher difficulties. Now, one question that always pops up when it comes to delves is it like Torghast? If you compare delves to Torghast, the gameplay is very similar, but the environment is totally different. In Torghast, we have more or less the same environment, give or take. In Delves, the environment will differ based on what zone you'll be in. The mobs will be totally different, but playstyle, it is actually very similar. Also in the way that the harder difficulty you do, the more health the mobs will have and the more damage they'll do on you as well, which is also similar to Torghast. Now let's talk about difficulty tiers, accessibility, and requirements. Delves are intended to cater a wide range of players, from hardcore gamers to casual players. They are designed to provide meaningful progression and rewards, making them suitable for any player interested in endgame content. Delves are divided into 11 difficulty tiers. Tier 1 and 2 are designed for leveling, while Tier 3 through 11 are for the endgame. Each tier has specific item level recommendations, with Tier 11 being recommended for players seeking an unfathomable challenge. A UI will pop up before entering a delve where you can see information about each tier. It will tell you what kind of mobs there are, how much increased damage and health the mobs will have in percentage for each level, the affix, and also if there's something else going on, something else special, like a special reward. Delves feature zone-based affixes and challenges to the gameplay experience. If you look at what the requirements are to actually enter Delves in endgame, we actually have some gear requirements. Now, Tier 1 and 2 was for leveling, and it's like minimum challenge there. Tier 3 is recommended for players with an eye level 538 plus. Tier 4 for players that are 545 eye level plus. Tier 5 is recommended for players that are 554 eye level plus. Tier 6 recommended for players that are 561 eye level plus. Tier 7 is 574 plus. Tier 8 is 589 plus. Tier 9 is 600 eye level plus. And Tier 10 is for players that are 614 eye level plus. Then we come to Tier 11. Tier 11 is recommended for players who want an unfathomable challenge. That one will be much harder. We also have a sort of secret delve that I don't know so much about. I only heard that you only enter it and the first thing you will see is a boss that you will fight directly. Based on the tier of the delve completed, players will be rewarded with different type of rewards. For each tier, you will always get experience for your companion. In this case, Season 1 is Bran Bronzebeard. You always get coin coffer and you will always get boils. But based on what tier it is, you get different things in them. Tier 1 to 5 will give you a common companion experience. It will give you weathered coin coffer, which contains Valor Stone, weathered crest, gear, resonance crystal, option reagents, chance on transmogs. Also have a chance on giving you 558 eye level adventure gear. They'll also have a chance to give you carved crests, which is similar to the Drake crest we have now in Dragonflight. And the spoils will also have a chance on transmog, secret recipes, resonance crystal, option reagents as well. If you want to get something from the weekly vault, you have to do a tier 4 or a tier 5, and you also, if you do a tier 4, you can't die more than 10 times. If you do a tier 5, you can't die more than 8 times. Then you unlock the weekly vault, and the weekly vault should be veteran gear. If you take a look at tier 6 and 7, you will get rare quality companion experience. You will get a carved coffer coin, which is a rare coffer coin, and this one includes gold, valor stones, carved crest, and also chance on stuff like veteran gear 571 and Ruined Crest. And Ruined Crest is similar to the Worm Crest in Dragonflight. Also higher level of spoils, and the spoils includes gear, resonance crystal, option reagents and such. The gear from the spoils will also be higher based on what tier you do. So if you do a lower tier, you get like adventure from it. If you do higher, you can get veteran from it. If you want something from the vault, you have to complete a tier 6 without dying more than 6 times, or a 7 without dying more than 6 times. Then the vault should be champion gear. If we look at tier 8 to 11, you get epic quality for Bran on the experience. You'll get a ruined coin coffer, which is an epic version of it, and that includes gold, valor stones, ruined crests, and also chance on gear, which is champion gear, and glided crest. And also the spoils, which give you high chance on getting recipes and exotic reagents and stuff. If you want something from the weekly vault, you have to complete a tier 8 without dying more than 5 times, or a tier 9 without dying more than 5 times, or a tier 10 without dying more than 4 times, or tier 11 without dying more than 3 times. And this should give you hero gear from the vault. Now these coin coffers, the rare one and the epic one, also requires a special key. So not only have you completed the delve, you also need a key to open it. To open the rare chest, which is a delve 6 and 7, you need a restored coffer key. Restored coffer key comes from renown rewards, but the main area is an event, a memory event, which can take place in all 4 zones in a rotation. This memory event is all about farming this key. You farm fragments for it. When you get 100, it turns into a key. If you want to open up the epic chest from a tier 8 and above, then you need another key that is called treasure trove key. And a treasure trove key, it looks like you only get once a week. You also get 1 extra treasure trove key from each renown when you reach renown 24. You can find delves in each zone that is bountiful. Bountiful delve is like a bonus. Bountiful delve will reward a rare and epic chest in the end of the run when you complete that delve. So a rare and an epic chest without doing those tiers. The minimum tier to get rare and epic chest from the end run from a bountiful delve is a tier 3. So you don't even need to run these really high tiers to get the rare and epic chests. As long as you find a bountiful delve once a week, you're more or less good. Now let's talk about the companion and abilities, and in this case, it's Bran Bronzebeard. You'll have the companion Bran with you during your delve runs. Bran will be either a healer or a damage dealer, and you can utilize 3 special abilities: Combat Roll, Combat Curio, and Utility Curio to enhance the performance in the delves. Each time you start a delve, you have access to choose those abilities. Also, there's a checkpoint later on inside a delve that gives you access to the abilities again and choose other if you want. The Combat Roll, that's when you choose if you want him to be a healer or a damage dealer. The Combat Curio, you can choose between different idols that will give Bran an ability to do either damage, taunt, or heal and stuff. Yep, taunt as well. And when it comes to Utility Curio, you choose a relic in which Bran will give you a special buff. This can be haste, crit, verse, avoidance, etc. Bran will get new abilities the more you level him up. No matter if Bran is a healer or damage dealer, he will have 16 abilities in total, but some are different based on healer damage. Once you reach level 17, you unlock the last ability called Explorer's Ammunition Journal. This ability will increase in power for each level you increase on Bran. I tested to see like how good all these abilities. I've been rotating a lot with them to see like are they significantly changing your gameplay, and yes, they are a lot. You can even make a fight that feels like impossible to do to become much easier just by changing around with these abilities. So what about locations? Delves are available in different zones in the War Within expansion. Each with its unique environment and mobs related to those zones. Isle of Dorn, Hallowfall, the Ringing Deeps, and Azkahet. These are the zones with multiple delves. Isle of Dorn have 3 delves: Kriegwell's Rest, Fungal Folly, Earthcrawl Mines. Hallowfall has 4 delves: Nightfall Sanctum, Skittering Breach, and the Sinkhole, and Maya Commancer. The Ringing Deeps have 2 delves: Dread Pit and Waterworks. Azkahet has 3 delves: the Spiral Weave, the Underkeep, and Takrathan Abyss. And there you go, adventurers. I hope this video gave you the information you need and were wondering about when it comes to the delves and how they will work. If you have any more questions about it, just type anything in the comment below and I will answer them. Until next time.